Firemen out there, go ahead, drop it in, Rich. Drop that turkey in there right there, Kristen. But you know, you got to be careful tomorrow if you're going to be deep fried because the rain is going to be coming down.
It is.
When you got the deep fryers out there in the rain, that causes a whole other problem.
And the rain is going to be coming down like you just turned a faucet on.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be coming down so hard, and that's why flood watches have actually been issued for the Willamette Valley, the Coast Range, and the coast. There's a band of very heavy rain that's set up to push right through this area just before it hits the Cascades, and then it just slows down and it just sits there. And so we're going to see these rain totals pile up, and we're talking widespread amounts of 1 to 2 inches, but there could be areas that actually see 2 to 4 inches of rain just for the day on Thursday, and then perhaps by the time we even get to Friday night, we're talking some places picking up between 5 and even 7 inches of rain. So this is a lot of rain moving in. Flood watches again have been issued until 10 p.m. Friday. Take a look at some of the rain totals just as we head through tonight and tomorrow. So I want to show you when it moves in, and you'll see it pretty quickly. So when we wake up tomorrow morning, 7 a.m., we're talking maybe another 1/10 of an inch of rain, close to 1/4 of an inch in some spots. Meanwhile, the coast is starting to get that first wave of moisture, and so totals there going up over an inch to an inch and a half. Watch what happens after 7 a.m. These rain totals shoot up, and by the time we get to 4 o'clock, we're looking at rain totals anywhere from close to 2 inches, if not in some spots approaching 2.5 and even 3 inches. And this is by 4 p.m. Thursday. And then, of course, we'll have even more moving in Thursday night. So out on the radar right now, we're finding a lot of clear spots, but there's still some showers that are tracking in. Quite a bit of thunderstorm activity. We'll have to watch that for the coast. Again, strong winds are starting to develop there. And then, of course, this is all going to translate into snow as it pushes into the Cascades. Future radar showing it again. Look at this heavy rain by 3:30. This is the band that we're going to be watching very closely. So that lingers over the coast for several hours. It's dumping tons of heavy rain. By the time we get to 6:30, 7 a.m., it starts to push into the valley, and it just sits there. And by 11 a.m., look at it, it really hasn't made much progress. And then we could see more bands pushing in after that main one to keep the heavy rain going. Of course, that pushes into the Cascades where it comes down as snow. And so we're talking 8 to 14 inches of snow for the Cascades on Thursday, Friday, several more inches of snow. And so we're looking at least 2 feet of snow this week. We've already gotten close to a foot in some spots, and we're going to add a lot more to that tomorrow. So your hour-by-hour forecast for Thanksgiving for the Portland metro area, and this is really representative of the entire valley. Temperatures stay basically in the upper 40s all day. Winds will be gusting at 35 miles an hour, and that range is coming down. There will be very few breaks from the rain as we go through the day. And then, of course, Mount Hood Meadows just trying to get that snow going, and it's great for ski resorts. Some areas trying to open up. I know they're trying to do a limited opening this Friday, but it is going to make it tough for travel over the passes. So your rain and snow forecast after the noon. Look at this, 6 p.m. We're still seeing that very heavy rain come down the valley. 10 o'clock is starting to push more east, but we're still not done with it yet. Finally, Friday morning, we get a little bit of a break before more showers lift from the south. And then guess what happens? Central and eastern Oregon start to see better chances for snow as we head into Friday night and Saturday as the system finally gets some moisture east of the Cascades. Don't forget, high wind warnings in effect for the coastal areas, Central Oregon, tonight and Thanksgiving night for the coast. And here's a look at your forecast for Thursday. Highs near 50, wet and windy. And then as we go towards Friday, showers continue, but a little break for the first half of the day to do some of that shopping maybe. For the weekend, showers will be popping up from time to time, keeping us wet at times with highs staying in the 40s. So did you see those rain totals?
Jeez.
We're talking several inches of it, and a lot of it could come in a very short amount of time, which is why you have to watch out for that flooding, watching the rivers closely by the coast, and of course urban flooding here in the valley.
Yeah, so and just be careful, and if it's going to be dangerous to drive back, then maybe you just stay at where you're at.
Stay an extra day if you can.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kristen. And still